Hey, amazing souls! I'm so excited to do this first module in the Bulletproof Your Mental State section. So one thing that I am super adamant about when people work with me is to learn how to bulletproof your mental state. So first of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about what does that mean. Now, bulletproof does not mean you're never vulnerable, nothing bad ever happens or anything like that. In fact, it's kind of the contrary. It actually gives you the liberty to be very vulnerable, very open and receptive, but still being able to create what I call the mental gymnastics to overcome any obstacle, anything that comes your way. It gives you the flexibility to work around that so that you don't get taken down by it. And so today we're going to cover the very first step in being able to practice into bulletproofing your mental wellness. Notice I said practicing into. It's not something that's just going to happen right away. It's not like a bulletproof vest where you just put it on and you're all of a sudden bulletproof. This is something that is a skill to be learned and practiced and developed over time. And at first it might seem like a little foreign, but I promise you, as you persist in it, it will become more natural. It can be the default pathway that you go down so that it doesn't feel like work anymore or that it takes conscious effort. It will become natural to you. So just persist, keep practicing until it becomes natural for you. So this first key is that so many times we feel kind of victim to the things that go on around us and how we feel about them, especially when really difficult emotions arise. We're not quite sure what to do to get out of that. And so this first tool is going to be the critical first step. And that is, instead of seeing that our emotions are caused by an event, and then we have certain thoughts about them, like maybe we go down a downward spiral, or we just can't stop thinking about this thing that happened, or whatever it is. Sometimes we think that our emotions cause our thoughts. Actually, it's the other way around. And this is so cool. And sometimes it seems like, no, that can't be it, because they happen so quickly, simultaneously. But I want to invite you, whenever you're feeling an uncomfortable emotion, take a look at the thoughts that are going through your head. Now, you don't need to judge them. You don't need to all of a sudden, play evaluator in the thoughts that you're having, but just observe and pay attention. Get curious. Okay, I don't really like the way that I'm feeling right now. What thoughts am I thinking? And I invite you, you could even write them down if that helps to make it more of a concrete process, but just write down the things that you're thinking. And then pay attention to the emotions that are attached to those thoughts. Now, this is the first step because it helps you to draw the connection between your thoughts and your emotions, and then you can start to experiment. Experiment by trying on new thoughts. Like you go to the store, you try something on, it may not look just right or feel just right, and so you try something new. So this is the invitation to try on a different thought and then see how that one feels. So there you go. There's a challenge. When you're in uncomfortable emotion and perhaps you find yourself going down a negative downward spiral, take a look at the thought and try on a new one and see what happens. I would love to hear your takeaways on the comments below. So anything that stood out to you, use the hashtag AHA and put your takeaway in the comments below. Or perhaps you've had an experience, or after you try this challenge, you will have an experience that you would love to share. Come back and you can share those too. I'm really excited to see where this tip takes you and over time what progress this can serve for you in your life. All right, catch you later. Bye.